Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. My name is Mama J. I'm a new mommy. This is Loki, my black cat. He will appear in some of my videos because he can't resist. He can't help himself. I am a new mommy. My baby isn't here yet. I'm a new expecting mommy and I'm about 16 weeks. And I wanted to talk to you guys about a dilemma that I've been having. So before I was pregnant, my partner and I, we've always talked about the differences between hospital birth and a home birth. And we've always decided that we wanted a home birth. Like that was just, the decision. Because whenever we live a lifestyle that whatever everyone else is doing, we're going to do the opposite. We try to live as holistic as possible. And we've done a lot of research on the malpractices that take place in the hospital setting, especially when it comes to mommies and deliveries. So we knew that we kind of wanted to pursue a home birth. But my dilemma today is the realities of home birth, what I found in my area, and how home birth or a midwife is not so accessible as you would think in such a, I live in the Washington DC area, very highly populated. It's the nation's capital, so you would think there would be more access to resources such as a home birth. So I've come to find that I have a few options. I have 3 options. So I can, I've been seeing an OBGYN at MedStar Washington Hospital, and it's been okay so far. I've actually only had 1 appointment and I have one scheduled for tomorrow. What's scary about that is I have read the reviews on Washington Hospital this past weekend and they're horrendous. They're very scary. If you want to check those out, they're on Yelp. So those are scary. But they're the only hospital that I can find that actually offer midwives with the delivery. So, and that will come with my insurance. So that's actually the benefit to going with MedStar. They have midwives that are covered under insurance. My other option is to have a hospital delivery, which I know I don't want, or I can hire a midwife out of pocket. So my insurance does not cover, I'm with United Healthcare, they do not cover home birth, they do not cover a midwife. And so I was wanting to work with a midwife, and maybe I could maybe decide if maybe I'll see an OB until the later parts of my pregnancy, and maybe that'll bring the cost down. But as of right now, the out-of-pocket expense for a midwife in Washington DC is about $6,000. Whew, that's pretty hefty considering a baby is on the way. You want to have as much savings as possible for after the baby is born. I didn't think about spending $6,000 prior to my baby being here. So those are kind of the choices that I've had, but I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the things that I've run into while on this journey. And this video is to just take you along as I go along. This is something that's new for me. I'm a new mom, and I was actually not really planning this. So my partner and I, we've always wanted to have children together, but we weren't planning to have children until a little bit later on. We wanted to own some land first, and we wanted to get our house built, and we wanted to be away from the city before we had kids, or children I should say, because kids are baby goats. But we wanted to have land before we had children, just to get away from the chaos a bit, and that's still our plan, but it'll happen post-baby. So a surprise, but a very lovely surprise. But I wanted to take you all on this journey with me as we try to do this as natural as possible, and I'll kind of have to decide what are the next steps for me. So I know that I'm a very low risk pregnancy. I don't have many risk factors, so that way I could have a home birth. I actually even looked into the option of having an unassisted childbirth, and that's with no midwife or no doula. And I know that women have been having babies on their own for quite some time now, so I know that it's something that's doable, but honestly it's something that I'm very afraid of. I think I think some of my hesitancies with a home birth, never having done this before, is the pain tolerance. So maybe I can get to hear from you guys on, you know, what's the pain factor like with having a home birth. I know at the hospital you have the epidural option, but I've also heard from other moms recently that the epidural causes chronic back pain in some women. It can cause a higher risk in C-section. So there's a lot to weigh here. I've also found that at the hospital, and just in some of my research, a lot of the practices are just not baby friendly at all. And one of the ones that I've come across recently are the diabetes test, the one where they give you like an orange serum to test for diabetes. I was doing some research on that and come to find out that some of the ingredients in that serum are also found in bug spray. And so that's really not child friendly at all, especially for a newborn. It's really scary stuff. So make sure you do your research before you decide on hospital or home birth. So me and my partner have to decide on whether, you know, so this is something that we are going to finance. It seems like our options are to either do MedStar, midwives, or pay for the home birth out of pocket. But with the reviews of MedStar, it's looking really scary. So I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you all soon.